Jumping Japet.
The athleticism of Japet Aguilar. Itong klase na.
Kapiran. Pwede umulstar to.
Magic bunot na naman. Itong si Prince is fit to be a king because they're definitely learning from what happened in the previous game.
San Miguel could win this. Junmar rolling. This is it. Oh! The tip from Marshall. Marshall does it and crashing the ball.
Oh my goodness.
And San Miguel, which has not led since the first quarter, will take a 2-0 series lead.
You look at the body language of Barangay Ginebra, you know, they gave it all.
This can be so deflating for Barangay Ginebra.
Chris Ross will go straight up. Dire-diretso, supalpal. Di ka Ginebra, what a time for Arwin to make his presence felt. Karina, fit for Japan! What a play!
If you don't like this, you don't like PBA basketball.
Sa labanan ng gin at beer, palakasan ng tama. These are desperate days para sa Gin Kings sapagkat they are down 0-2 sa semi-series na ito. They need to get a win, get on the board and make this a competitive best of 7. Here at the Mall of Asia Arena, they're gonna get their chance to score win number 1. Charlie Guna po together with Dr. J. Andy Hal, Mabuhay Pilipinas. Doc, they gave it their best shot. They led by as many as 15 points. But at the end, in overtime, San Miguel Beer happened. Arwin Santos, Marshall Lassiter, Junmar Farado, and the rest of the crew.
Yes, magandang gabi sa iyo, Charlie. Mabuhay na kayong lahat. And you know, like, it's a survival game already for Barangay Ginebra. You go down 0-3 against San Miguel, you're not coming back. You know, you're not going to win 4 games against them unless everybody gets injured there. And they're starting with their usual starting 5. It seems also this adjustment continues for Coach Steve Cole. He will play big with Caperal, Aguilar, and Joe Devan.
Napakalaking front line yan. But of course, the other side has Junmar Fajardo there. First quarter is brought to us by Cobra Energy Drink. Simulan na ang labanan ng tunay na lakas. And the usual starting lineup, as Dr. J said, that's Ross, Cabagnot, Lassiter, Arwind, and Fajardo who play heavy minutes and score most of the points para sa Beermen. And aside from that front line of Ginebra na binanggit ni Dr. J a while ago, they in the backcourt, Tenorio and Scotty Thompson ang kanilang mga gwardya. And Cabagnot starts the scoring here in game number 3 with a 2 inside the paint.
Well, you don't like that because he got into the paint like nobody was there. And that's going to be a violation called against LA Tenorio. I mean, they're really double teaming him, showing hard against him. He's not able to use the right picks. Tule, I talked to him before the game. He said, the 2 best defenders are on me. So because it's up to you to make your adjustment.
Oh,
and
yun na nga.
you've shown that in the past. So, you know, it's just a matter of focus or ask your teammates to help you.
Cabagnot bounces it inside na agawan. Joe Devance gets that. He's pushing it. Makaset up ang depensa ng San Miguel Beer. Prince Caperal who had a splendid game. In game number 2, continuing yung kanyang hot shooting from the perimeter. Prince Caperal, a newfound confidence, of course, after that awesome performance, Doc, sa game 2.
26 points is not a joke, especially if you're being defended. Although not really defended hard by Fajardo because he's shooting from the outside, trying to draw Junmar.
Cabagnot uses the Ross screen. He'll lead in. Kanan ang ginamit. Tried to follow it. No go. Rebound taken by Joe Devance. Nakaputi yung mga Ginebra. Pula naman. Ang San Miguel. The lob para kay Prince Caperal. Not quite the play for Prince. Way over his head. That's a turnover again on Ginebra. This is their second of this first period.
You want to do that for Japet Aguilar, but maybe not Caperal, who is not really known for his vertical leaping ability. He's a stabilizer there. Knows how to play the center slot. Will use his body against Junmar. It's exactly what he's trying to do now. There's the cross screen there. Cabagnot has gone around it. Nice pass.
Baseline, reverse ni Chris Ross, sumobra. Ito na Barangay Ginebra. 2 minutes into this game number 3. And Doc mentioned it a while ago. If you go down 0-3 against San Miguel, you probably won't come back.
You're not coming back. You're not beating them
Well,
4 games.
there's only one team that's come back from a 0-3.
It's
It's San Miguel.
Yeah.
At saka sa finals yun, kontra Alaska, a couple of seasons back. Marshall Lassiter, biniti ng konti. Tinira, Mintis. Tenorio. in transition, goes inside to Japet. Goes, try to go off the glass, wala. Andun si Caperal to clean that one up. And Prince Caperal with 4 early points dito sa Game 3.
That's exactly why they're using 3 big men. Because when Japet runs, you want the other 2 to come back and help in the transition offense. That's what happened there. Junmar has to pick up one of them.
Chris Ross pinabayaan mula sa 3-point land. In and out ang kanyang tira. Remember, he did score a 3-pointer in that second game, sa first period. Junmar is outside, guarding Joe Devance. Nasa poste ngayon Caperal. Caperal go baseline. Back out to Joe Devance. LA Tenorio will approach. Stops in the lane. Tumama sa hita ni Arwin Santos. 3 to shoot. Scotty Thompson. Dropping it to Japet! Nagbabol na do, pero naiangat pa rin para idakdak ang bola. Ganon ang leaping ability ni Japet Aguilar.
Yes, Team Kong was not happy because he felt there was a kickball violation which would have meant a reset of the shot clock instead of it almost running out of them. Oh, that's a nice pass and a good finish by Chris Ross.
Lassiter with the assist sa play na yon. 6-4 ang ating score. Barangay Ginebra up by 2. We look back at what happened in the last ball game, Dr. J. Ginebra led for practically the entire ball game. And even by as many as 15 points. Ang problema nga sa dulo at sa overtime. Dulo ng regulation at overtime. Medyo nawala ng gas. There's Arwin Santos scoring an early 2. He had a bad shooting game throughout the first 3 quarters ng game number 2. But then he hit the tying shot to force overtime and another shot in overtime na nakatulong sa kanilang koponan.
Not only that, he had 2 3-point shots in that 4th quarter.
Aguilar. Bitin ang kanyang tira. Devance naman ang luminis niyan. So offensive rebounds on Aguilar misses. Caperal first and now JDV.
Magkakaroon talaga ng mismatch yan. Eventually, Lassiter has to guard either Devance, Caperal, or Japet Aguilar with the lineup that Ginebra has put on the court, and they're taking advantage of that. Which is right. Oh, that's an open shot for him. And he got it. Oh, I thought he had a good bounce.
Finally, niluwa yung ring.
Scotty Thompson trying to push it up. They want to push it up because they want Junmar to keep on running up and down.
Papagurin nila yung big man.
At least, no?
Joe bounces to Scotty. Swing to Tenorio. 3 on the way. Doesn't go. Japet Aguilar. Another offensive rebound. They've been crashing the boards. Prince Caperal.
In and out.
Pero may touch talaga.
Yeah.
And he has shown that even in his previous teams, wala lang opportunity talaga mag-shine.
Yes. Saka medyo nagmadali siya dun eh. He had all the time to take that shot. Another fast break in the offing.
Santo malakas ang tira. Scotty gets another offensive rebound. I've counted at least 4 offensive rebounds dito sa first period para sa Barangay Ginebra. That's what's keeping them in the lead. Let's check out this Paymaya play. Hatid sa atin ang Paymaya, ang official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the Paymaya app.
2 free throw shots coming up here for Scotty Thompson.
Dribblers, open your Moneyball apps at baka manalo kayo ng 3,000 pesos. Nandito na ang ating unang Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question. Sinong San Miguel Beer player ang nagdiwang ng kanyang kaarawan nitong linggo, March 11? Number 1, Keith Agovida. Number 2, Yancy De Ocampo. Number 3, Brian Caruela. Pindot na. At the 6:44 mark ng ating first period, may timeout na tinawag. San Miguel calls it. They're down by 4. Nagbabalik ang PBA dito sa ESPN 5. We're at the Mall of Asia Arena. Almost halfway through the first period. Lamang ng 4 ang Ginebra. 10-6 against San Miguel. But in the series, it's a 2-0 lead for the Beermen, Dr. J.
Yeah, and that's a very big lead for a team like that. But of course, it's not yet over. That's why I say it's a survival game for Barangay Ginebra. You make it to 1, you're in the series. You don't win this one, you're not coming back.
That's right. You know, last ball game, Dr. J, itong Ginebra gave a good run for their money to San Miguel Beer.
Yes.
Because this guy, magic bunot, but it wasn't enough despite his great output. Ito si Caperal.
Yeah, 26 points is not a joke for a guy that they don't even know was going to play in that ball game. But the necessity of wanting to go big and not having Slaughter available, they were forced to do that. And maganda, just like Miranda for the NLEX team.
Nabilib din talaga kay Capiral ito si Coach Leo Austria, and he gave him praises after the game, but was happy to get away with the win. With a report on Prince Capiral, si Selena Dagdag nasa courtside. Selena.
Yes, naniniwala si Prince Capiral that aside from good luck, yung ibang level of focus that comes with his semis appearance is what triggered his breakout performance nung nakaraan. Prior to that game, though, parati na daw siyang sinasabihan ng teammates at coaches niya na dapat tira lang daw ng tira. Yun nga ang ginawa niya, and he hopes to ride on that same kind of performance, but this time with a different outcome, gentlemen.
Salamat Selena. Well, he's had 3 attempts in this game already, made 2 of them. So good start para sa kanya and for his team. Thompson inside to JDV. Andun yung interference from Arwin Santos. Ross ngayon nagdadala ng bola. Patas naman ang numero. Arwin early 3. It's short and the Kraken is in there. Puts it on the floor. He's trapped inside. Has to go all the way out to Arwin. 8 seconds to shoot. Back in the post with Junmar. Down to 4. Anong gagawin ni Junmar? Turns. Takes it. It rolls out and Joe Devance another rebound. Hirap sa opensa. Itong San Miguel. They're being forced to bring it a bit away from the basket. Aguilar, didiskarte. Turns in the lane. Jumper niya, natamaan ang kanyang braso. Marshall Lassiter probably.
Yes. That's the first personal foul also for 3 team fouls already called against the San Miguel here.
Here's the steal a while ago. Tapos fast break layup ni Arwin Santos. The steal was brought to us by United Auctioneers Inc., biggest auction company in the Philippines. ISO certified sa bidding. Ikaw ang bida. Free throw ni Japet. Hatid sa atin ng Smart. Be there like never before.
You have to give it though to Japet in this series so far. He's really been playing very well. You know, you would say that he has problems, especially if he has to go against big players. And without Slaughter, they're being helped to help him out. You know, but he's really done a good job as the best big man for the team right now.
Scoring really well, Dr. J.
Yeah.
Pati sa depensa, actually, may intimidation factor siya. Did get slightly injured in overtime in game number 2. They had to sit him for a couple of minutes, di ba? Arwin, go to Junmar. Finger roll, bitin. Abulan sa bola, fresh 14 para sa Beerman. But Lassiter says, I don't need 14 seconds. He misses the 3, however. Tenorio picks it up. Goes to Caperal. Leaves it for Japet. Pasok pa rin! Well-run play. Caperal, extra pass. Nice reverse from Japet.
You would say that was not a good pass because it was not on the money. Pero magaling lang talaga si Japet to still be on poise at that stage.
Marshall, can't get it to go early. Now nasa na kay Junmar sa poste. Perfect position. Nice entry pass para sa kanya. Madaling tira para kay Kraken.
Yeah, one thing, if you're defending Fajardo and they get the offensive rebound, you better make sure your body is on him because if he gets that pass that deep, you're not gonna stop him anymore.
Best you can do is foul him.
This guy has to start shooting.
Ayun na. Naka-tres ang Joe Devance. 5 points para kay JTB.
And then, a no-look pass to nobody. Nakatalikod si Cabagnot. He was still looking at the coach's instructions.
Siyam na lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. Gusto pa din ang dagdagan niya. Thompson 3. Short. And he gets to the rebound. First. Good. Japet! Nangyari yan last ball game. Pero alley-oop yun. Ito, bounce back naman. Dakdak na naman for Japet. Pangalawa in the game. 8 points total.
So just a great start for a team that is trying to fight for its life. But of course, this is just the first quarter. We know how potent San Miguel is.
Well, ganito naman nangyari, no? Game number 2. This was the start that Barangay Ginebra had. They pulled away.
You know, my contention is almost any team in the league to compete with another in the first quarter. It's how well you finish in the second half that really matters. And you have to know how to win games that you can win. Open shot for LA.
Shot malakas. Malakas. Nakuha ni Arwin. Chris Ross checks it out. Andun, dalawang defender. Pero tinuloy-tuloy pa rin niya. Mintis nga lang ang layup. He felt the presence of Japet.
And he had to go reverse. At tumawag na dito ng timeout si Tinta. Kamu na, we're getting a little bit wild here.
So, tsaka medyo nagmamadali. Up and down ng laro. Napapagod ng mga players. Labang sila ng shot. As we show you this smart move brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. For San Miguel Beer in game number 2, the offense really fueled them to that win, particularly Doc, that second half where they outscored in the fourth overtime and then finally won it.
You know, it was really surprising because they got a blessing in disguise. They missed the shot, remember? They were going for a two-point shot twice. Tumalbog yung bola kay Arwin, nakala mo pumasok yung 3 to tie, no? So really, and then eventually it finished at 104-102, 30 points for the San Miguel against 22 sa Ginebra, but more fast break points, I think, for Ginebra in that ball game.
May report yata tukol dito sa SMB, si Selena Dagdag.
Yes, guys, the practice of the Beermen yesterday was actually pretty much varied. For their usual starters, more on light viewing and walkthroughs lang. Pero for the rest of the lineup, they resumed regular practice. They do understand that the Ginebra Kings would be coming in today's matchup with a whole bag of motivation. Pero sila rin naman, unang-una sa lahat, kapag pinagpala naman daw silang mapanalo ang series na to, they want to do it as early as possible pero para mahaba-haba ang pahinga. Ikalawa, if they prolong the series, baka ma-encounter pa na daw nila si Greg Slaughter. Guys?
Of course, they'll avoid Greg Zila as much as they can. Nothing sa opensa ng San Miguel Beer.
And they got some new players on the floor. We have Ganielas plus Gabi Espinas.
Pass inside to Scott. Yan, sikip doon. Puro nakapula. Nakikaperal. Now with Japet. 7 to shoot. Japet goes to Caperal. Jumper is long and easy rebound for the Kraken.
Well, no matter what they say, they're still going to give Caperal that shot. If he keeps on moving. Caperal is more of like a spot shooter rather than a moving type of shooter. Not like this guy, he can make his own shots.
Ito nga si Marshall after parang wala sa tempo. You know, parang uncalled for yung tira niya. Medyo maaga pa sa shot clock. But when he makes it,
Yeah, what can you do?
okay lang. Kung ikaw yung San Miguel fan, di ba? 30-second timeout is called at this juncture. Let's watch this smart move brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. The way he was shooting, you know, he has 1 for 9 in the first half in game number 2. Ended up shooting 8 of 10, or 8 of 10 the rest of the way, and 24 points in the second half plus overtime.
Including those 2 important tip-ins.
That's right.
Yeah, but
So that's why we call him Super Marso.
okay.
And he rescued them sa larong yun talaga.
And that's why I think he was the most valuable. I think this timeout was made by Coach Tinko because the team had a good lead. Pero parang nanggigigil ang player niya. You know, parang you want to finish the game in the first quarter, you're not going to do that. We just have to continue to be patient, to play our games, and then to relax. No? And that's why we have, who's this? Aguilar is being given a rest. Papasok dito si Sol
Sol
Mercado.
Mercado.
So going a little bit smaller, sumona naman dito ang San Miguel. Coming off the timeout, you watch. There it is.
In this game so far, 5 points si Marshall after. You know, the last game he was shooting poorly in the first half, but he had 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. So tumutulong siya sa ibang departamento. But right now he looks focused on scoring. Ganuela stops that one away. And then he reached in again, called for a personal against L.A. Tenorio.
This is what LA was telling me when he meant when he said they're 2 best defenders. Una si Ross, pangalawa si Ganielas, who's much bigger than he is and very quick and athletic pa. Nagkaroon ng kasi zona ito eh.
Kevin Ferrer seeing action. He did not see action in game number 2.
Because of the zone here. And that's going to be open. He's going to take that shot, but it's blocked.
Ayun yung length ni Ganuela Robert, athleticism. Nakahabol pa siya ron. Got to the spot and was able to tip that ball. Here's a pass a while ago. Smart assist brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before.
Chico Lanete seeing action for the first time. So yan, bunot rin yan. Galing sa bench para kay Coach Leo, replacing Chris Ross. No?
Has had some big games para sa kanila, si Chico Lanete.
There was a game, I think he won for them actually.
There's Marcio on the run. Wrong foot pa nga yata yung bagtalon niya, pero nakuha niya pabandang tira.
There's no such thing for him. 7 points already in the ball game for Marcio, and the lead has been cut down to 4 from a high of 9. No?
Sila after basta nabigyan ng pagkakataon, nakaakma na sa tumira.
Bibitaw na yan.
May chance talaga pumasok. Devance to Tenorio.
Open na naman.
Go baseline now.
And he's going to step in.
Stepping on the baseline, Kevin Ferrer. Rough start for him. Got blocked. Now steps on the sideline. Just needs to shrug that off and get back on defense. With only 44 seconds remaining in the first period. Here's a Paymaya play at inside ng Paymaya, official payment partner of the PBA. Get an account in a minute. Download the Paymaya app. Junmar. Out to Gabby Spinaf. Natahimik pa sa seryeng ito. Masyado malakas sa kanyang tira. Sol Mercado with the ball. Check the clock. There's a 5-second difference between the game and shot clock.
May foul to give dito ang San Miguel.
Down to 10. Ferrer. Tenorio trying to go baseline. Hinaras siya ni Ganuelas Roser. And the baseline referee says it's going the other way. They can't review it. It's really early in the ball game.
What LA was trying to do was he knew the guy was going to close out. He wanted to fish for a foul. Eh, hindi naman natawagan at lumabas yung bola. Now, may foul to give dito ang Ginebra. Madami actually.
Let's see if they use them. Chico on the way up. Finger roll. Mintis. Nice drive from Chico. Hindi lang napasok. Pero San Miguel down by as many as 11 points earlier. Now down by just 4. Tunay na lakas move yan. Natin sa atin ang Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo. Ang 13 pesos po. Back with second quarter action. Dr. J. Ginebra actually played a really good game in game number 2. They were leading by 15 at one point. But in the end, they couldn't get the stop.
And they couldn't make shots either. Because obviously, ang nangyari dyan is yung San Miguel na sanay ng humabol, maglaro ng ganong behind another team with a lot of pressure. They just know how to come back.
Quarters brought to us by Cobra Energy Drink. May labang ka. Lamang ng 4 ang Barangay Ginebra. 19-15 ang ating second quarter opening score. Sol. Ravel. Hesitation move and drag this pivot foot. Nakinig si Selena, nakichismis, Doc, sa last huddle ng Ginebra. Anong report natin?
Well, gentlemen, ako nung nakinig nga ako dun sa huddle ni Coach Tim Kuhn, he looked directly at Kevin Ferrer and he said, we need you to deliver and play right now. You need to start taking confidence. Si Kevin Ferrer naman talagang tumatango sa instruction na binibigay sa kanya ni Coach Tim Kuhn. The rest of the coaches also told the Kings to please just take it one possession at a time. They really have to make the most out of every possession. Coach Tim says that they're really good at what they're doing right now and all they have to do is to sustain this. Charlie?
Thanks a lot. Will always the motivator. Knows what to say sa kanyang mga players. Now, will they carry it out? Kevin Ferrer. No look pass to proof. Yun na nga. Ang nangyari, nagpakita agad si Kevin Ferrer as if on cue.
Yeah, but what I like is Jerby. He's really been playing well, even in the playoffs and here in the semis. There's been a guy that's been delivering for their team. The experience that he has playing in a couple of championships has certainly helped him. It's a nice move here, but good defense.
Yan si Mintis. Gabby Spinaf. Di na mahawakan yung bola ng maayos. And he tapped it out.
Si LA hindi pa pinapalitan dito, no? Together with the Bands, no?
So magpa 14 minutes na sila in the game.
But what they tried, here's another shot by Jerby.
Yun talagang perimeter jumper. We talked about Capiral and his perimeter jumper, but Jerby Cruz has been hitting that even in championship series in the past.
Yeah.
Had to convert his game. Nung kolehiyo kasi siya, low post player talaga yan.
He was a power forward.
Pesumal.
Good defense.
Forced to miss. Lanete will get that loose ball. Flip it up.
In the
Get
foul.
hit. Oh, so 2 shots para kay Chico, the veteran Lanete. Balboa, Stallone. Paymaya play ito. At sa atin ang Paymaya, official payment partner of the PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the Paymaya app. Well, this guy came into the league as a rookie, pero I think he was 28 already. Nung pumasok siya, tagal niya sa PBL, the now defunct PBL. Free throws brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. But, well, Chico has been an asset sa lahat ng koponan na napaglaruan niya.
Well, matapang lumaro and he really has a game, so that's what's important. And he still seems to be in very good shape. And he knows his capabilities, so yung minutes niya may be limited. Oh, that's a nice, strong drive.
Strong drive talaga yun.
Yeah, that's what they call the soul train.
Oh, there was no other way. He had to go up strong against these defenders.
Ganielas was all there, no, ready to block it, but he just put it hard on the glass. Now, isolation play dito. Gagamit ng screen, huli sana ni
Ganuelaf look away. Ngayon,
Yeah, that's a good call.
papuntang basket na tamaan si Matt Ganuelaf. And now, he will be tested at the free throw line. He has difficulty there. Here's the drive brought to us by United Auctioneers Inc., biggest auction company in the Philippines. ISO certified yan. Sa bidding, ikaw ang bida, Soul Train. That hesitation at the end, yung bago niya bitawan yung bola, Doc.
You know, and the mechanics, you talk about the mechanics, although it's just very little. Hindi maganda mechanics na talaga dyan sa free throw line. There one, that's a proper bending. Tapos he doesn't follow through. No? Naiiwan yung kanyang weight sa likod.
Pero napaganda!
You talk about that guy.
Chico Lanete just
All over
waited for it.
Yeah.
Had time to aim, fire, and knock it down. Sol is in the lane. Lost this momentarily. Finally, nakuha na ni Chico. Chico nagmamadali. Chico will go all the way. But miss. LA goes to Kevin Ferrer sa kabila. Binigay kay Sol. Trailing into the paint. Tapped away by Ganuelas and hits the leg of Sol Mercado bago lumabas. So the ball will head back to San Miguel.
Nag-uusap pa sila dalawa nun after that good defensive play by Kevin.
Nagkwentuhan pa ng konti.
Yeah.
Paymaya play. Yeah, pinakita namin sa inyo. Brought to us by Paymaya, the official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Download the Paymaya app.
Bumalik dito si Cabagnot. The first player actually out of the starting five. Kanina nag-find a nice pass.
And Ganuelas finishes, hits the deck.
And here comes San Miguel.
I was just about to say, it's an 8-point lead already for Ginebra. All of a sudden, it's down to 3.
Yeah.
Diba? Ang bilis nun. 7 straight points. And itong Ginebra, Doc, 8 turnovers already here in the first half compared to just 2
They gotta
for
get the
San
ball.
Miguel.
They gotta get the ball to Chapet. That was a leading scorer in the first half, in first quarter. But he has to touch the ball ever since he came back.
Mercado switches that jumper just inside the 3-point line despite the defense ni Von Pesumal.
Well, he has come out to play. You can see the intensity in his eyes and everything. No? Ganyan ang kilos ni Sol pag gusto niyang manalo.
Cabagnot.
Bangga-bangga, oh.
That's short. Japet saved it from going out of bounds. Here come the Gin Kings. Under 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Tenorio, nalibre mula sa 3.
Wala na sa harap ko si Ross at saka si Danielas. And now that may be ominous. That is one of the reasons siguro hindi siya inaalis because he hasn't made an outside shot in a long time.
Siguro sabi ng Ginebra sa akin, hinahanap po ba yung 8-point lead? Ayan na, 8-point lead na ulit.
Oh, nice pass pero no finish.
Penuelas cannot finish. Pesomal set his feet well. Couldn't make it. Kirby up ahead to Tenorio. Andun ang depensa ni Lanete.
Takbuhan na naman ang takbuhan pero mabilis ang transition defense dahil naikot ni Coach Austria yung kanyang mga players.
Oh, look at that. Good kulit ni Chico Lanete. And they save it from going out of bounds. Another turnover for the Gin Kings. Pesomal pushing it up. Back out to Alex. Dahil pang oras sa shot clock ng Beerman. Cabagnot go to Chico Lanete. Set 3. That's way off. It's an air ball para kay Chico Lanete.
Takbuhan na naman dito.
It's a foot race. Even Yancy has been forced to push himself up and down the court. Nice stop from Cabagnot, but Tenorio got it back. And knocked it in. 5 straight points para sa kanya.
No rest para kay Tiniente so far in this ball game. Pero sige, laban na lang. Laro na lang ng laro. Marwin Santos about to come in.
Yancy bounce to Cabagnot. Easy finger roll. Ang ganda naman. And Yancy just knows what to do at that post. The veteran with the assist. The lead is 8 para sa Barangay Ginebra. 6:28 ang nalalabi sa ating first half. Para kay Teniente L.A. Tenorio, this conference has been a solid conference, but dito sa semis, Doc, he's been shackled.
Yeah, and when you talk about Shackle, averaging only 7 points, but very poor field goal percentage, 35%. 3 rebounds, 4.5 assists. Good numbers, but not for a star player like him. Good numbers for an ordinary player or a rookie. And we see Jet Manuel come into the ball game, replacing L.A. Tenorio. They will continue to play Sol at the point, and Jet will play the 2-guard position, where they hope he can really also create, because this guy is also a scorer. He can score from outside and he can drive to the basket.
Kaperal.
Si Fajardo, by the way, has also come back into the
Binalik
ball
na nga ni Coach Leo. Sol. Out to Joe. Balik kay Solomon. Checks the clock. 3 to shoot. What are they gonna do? Bumitaw si Jerby.
Jerby has 6 points in the ball game.
They saw that the time was ticking away. And Jerby, another jumper from the same side. Nakadalawa na siya mula riyan.
That's a very good sign for Coach Tim because they have a guy that's delivering.
Double-digit lead. Look at that crossover from Cabagnon. Masyado lang malakas ang layup. Andun si Junmar. Put back. Doesn't go. Tip go to Roth. Tres Arwin. Too strong. Junmar will get it back. Fakes the pass. Out to Marcio. Siya naman ang titira. Napakalayo. Mintis na naman. Several attempts from San Miguel Beer.
And they're all open. And those are their shots.
Capiral. Short. Rebound by Ross. White shirts are down on defense. Pass goes to Lassiter. Corner. Cabagnon. There you go.
Nakapura tumira si Caperal when there was no possible rebounder and they get hit with a 3-point shot on the other end. It's like losing 5 points.
Cabagnon did not shoot well in game number 2 pero may mga clutch baskets din siya dun sa paghabol nila sa 4th period.
Totoo ka, partner, ever since he got that injury, he hasn't played a real good game. Not a Cabagnon game.
Oh, power
Jerby.
move. Power move. Inurong niya yung defender sa play na yun, Dr. James.
Yeah, he rubbed away Arwin and then he made the shot over Junmar.
Yun na nga eh. Ayos, ano? Ito si Jerby Cruz came to play today. 8 points na para sa kanya. Cabagnon. You know, he used to coach Jet Manuel sa UP. Diba nag-assistant coach yan si Cabagnon? Marcio again! Super Marcio Lassiter. Last game's best player.
Alam mo, mahirap talaga. You have to bite your poison somewhere. Either you double team Fajardo or you don't double team him. He scores 33 points. You double team him and you get hurt by the 3-point shooting of the others.
Natabik ni Junmar pero umabot pa rin kay Joe.
Yes.
Binawi naman niya ang tres. Ni Marcio.
That was also a lucky break. Dahil muntik na naagaw.
Balik sa siya man lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. San Miguel. Looking for a basket. Shot clock down to 10. Nabigay kay Cabagnon. Bounce to Ross. Ross. Layup mintis. He babied that but there's gonna be
A foul.
a foul.
2 free throws coming up here for Chris Ross.
Jet Manuel natawagan. Okay, dribble at tama sagot sa ating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question ay Yancy De Ocampo, number 2 yun sa pagpindot ninyo. Siya yung nag-birthday nung isang araw. Okay, ngayon naman, open your Moneyball apps again. Manalo kayo na 3,000 pesos. Nandito ang ating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question number 2. Ano jersey number ngayon conference ni Mark Kagiwa ng Barangay Ginebra? Number 1, 13. Number 2, 47. Number 3, 74. Pindot na. Na kayo mag-isip.
Numero ni Jay.
Oh, yun. Tribute number. Free throws na ito. Hatid sa atin ang Smart. Be there like never before.
You know, I don't know. I have a feeling he might be used today. He hasn't been used enough. I don't know if he's injured. No? And maybe that's why he's also in a jacket rather than like the others who are prepared. But I would think that a few minutes to this guy would never hurt your team.
Tama yun. Nakakatulong talaga siya. Kahit pa-rebound lang pasa.
If Chico Lanete can help San Miguel, I think he can help Ginebra.
That's right.
And that's going to be a foul away from the play between Lassiter and Joe DeBans.
Diyan nagkabanggaan dun sa may ilalim. Talsik si Lassiter, but
Siya may foul.
oo, second foul niya yan. May isa yung referee tank yun. Siya yung nanunulak. Ako yung tinulak.
That's what we call double black eye. Ikaw na natulak. Ikaw tumapon, ikaw pa foul.
Joe, balik kay Sol.
And that's another one. And that's number 3. And that's not good because you're only in the second quarter with 3 minutes and 13. Tatlo na yan.
Denying liability once again is Marcio Lassiter. He'll probably have to be rested. Dribbler at tama sagot sa ating Phoenix Plus Moneyball question number 2 ay number 1. 13. Yan ang jersey number ngayon ni Mark Kagiwa. At least for this conference. We don't know if he'll keep it going as the season goes on. Almost stolen away by Ross. Pass goes to Jerby. This one bounces out. Joe. Offensive rebound. Ingat si Marcio. Baka makatawagan siya. Jerby!
Look at that move by Jerby against the 6'10" player. 5 out of 6 from the field para kay Jerby Cruz.
Walang takot. Dire-diretso.
That's
And
going to be a
Cabagnon,
timeout requested.
9-point lead para sa Ginebra. 2:41 remaining dito sa first half. 41-32 ang ating score.
Ang ginagawa nila, okay? Guys, bumpas dito, okay? Halimbawa ito si ano, si Marcio, siya.
Okay, all-star voting natin. Yan yung mechanics. Tignan nyo po, one ballot only per fan dito sa venue, ha. And then you lift down the names. You get them at either Smart or Neto here at Mall of Asia Arena and submit them so your guys can play in that 3-game all-star extravaganza that we're gonna have. Iloilo, Davao, and Batangas. So, we were talking about Mark Aguiwa a while ago. Doc, may report si Celine tungkol kay MC.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, Charlie, Doc J, kanina nga napag-usapan niya na si Mark Aguiwa ito naka-jacket ngayong araw na ito. Well, nakwenta sa akin ng coaches niya kanina na recently he's been complaining about painful ankles daw. Pero cleared naman daw itong maglaro itong si MC. It's just up to Coach Tim kung if gagamitin ba siya or hindi, gentlemen.
Alright, well, tingnan natin kung biglang ma-tap siya, ma-activate sa laban na ito. Pass inside to Arwin Santos. Hangs in the air and hits that jumper. Arwin Santos lurking around that baseline. Hilig niya sa ganyan eh.
That's a price you pay if you do not clear the defensive boards. Your defense must continue until you get the rebound. And that's almost an interception there.
Jervy Cruz wants another from there, but this one it rolls out.
Manuel was able to clear that.
Sol bounces to Jervy. Balik kay Sol. Joe Devance wanted to go inside kay Capiral. Tapik palabas ni Ross. Quick hands of the San Miguel guards. 7.8 seconds the shot clock ng Ginebra. Palitan ng tao. Labas muna si Jet Manuel on a couple of minutes of action. And Tenorio is back in the game. Not able to rest that long because Coach Tim wants Teniente in the game.
Yeah, and also coming back together with him is Scotty Thompson. Tapos ito naman papahingin sila Sitter para hindi na makapulot ng pang-apat na foul. Papasok si Bon Pesumal who had a big first game for them.
18 points, career high. Bunch of threes as well. Thompson leaves it for Jervy. Only a second to go. Prince better take it. Wala na. Naubusan. Naputokan ng oras itong Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel.
Not being aware of the shot clock. No? Obviously there, nagkapasahan. Minute and 40. Still 7-point lead being enjoyed here by nice open.
Chris Ross this time.
Magaling na rin talaga pumasa si Fajardo.
Si Big Boy.
Off the double. So pick your poison. Do you double team him or do you allow him to go one-on-one?
San Miguel guards, magaling din kasi gumalaw without the ball,
Yes.
Dr. J.
They know that Junmar will get the ball to them. And that's going to be a loose ball foul. That's going to take 2. Kala ko, kaya nga nagugulat some protestations on the coaching staff.
Si Assistant Coach George Gallant may sinasabi dun sa coach, dun sa referee. Tunay na lakas move ito. Hatid sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo. 13 pesos mo. Inawat na lang ni Assistant Coach Peter Martin si George Gallant. Tama na.
Tapos ako naman.
Tapos naman yung humi. Sabi niya, Assistant Coach ako eh. First Assistant. Pwede ako. Ikaw upo ka muna.
Correct.
L.A. Tenorio at the line. The
Got
veteran.
6 points already in the ball game.
Free throw niya brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before.
Went scoreless in the first quarter. Made a 3-point shot and a 2-point shot.
Nakalima na ngayon. 6 ang kanyang total.
Before tinanggal siya, parang pinilit, umiscore ka muna, kundi hindi kita alisin dyan. Even you played 16 minutes already.
Check that. 7 points na pala para kay LA. Approaching the last minute of the first half. Junmar backing down his defender, but good resistance. Got it back, however. That's the thing. That's what you mentioned a while ago, Doc. Balikan natin yun. You need to get that ball.
Yeah, you play good defense, you make them miss. But if you don't get the ball, you're in trouble again.
Pesomal trying to fight over the screen. Tenorio, the fake, inside to Jervian. Sikip. Nilabas kay Joe. Down to 7 sa kanilang shot clock. LA will scoop it up and in!
Well, no longer the defenders that he doesn't want to see, no? And all of a sudden, he has 9 points.
Pana-excite siya, no?
Yeah. Oh, look what I got!
Junmar wants to go baseline. On the way up, hinawakan ni L.A. Tenorio. Mukhang bumagsak pa sa kanya. Medyo kinabahan si L.A. Uy, ang laki!
Habang nasiko ka sa ulo niya, masakit yan.
Here's that offensive rebound. High sa tibay. Rebound yan. At natin ng Eagles cement. High sa tibay. Junmar so far in this game, 4 points lamang.
Yeah, but you have to be worried because what they're doing is the hard double team. So he's been passing. Now this has been one of his Achilles heel. No? It's from the free throw line. Not really that bad. Maybe averaging only about a little over 70%. But you know you're going to be fouled a lot because you're the big man and you have to get it up to 85. You know? That will really give your team a lot of good chances to win basketball games.
Only 20 seconds left in the period, and Ginebra has all of that to come up with something. Chris Ross, Doc, napansin natin, went already into the locker room. Parang may tinuturo siya sa may thigh niya sa mga trainers. So they're gonna check on that. We'll try to get a report.
May foul to give o hindi naka-foul sila eh. Inikot na inikot.
Tenorio, second to go. Takes it.
Oh, that looked good also when it left his hand.
Pag ganyan si Tenorio, laging may chances. Diba? He's one of those guys who like to hit those end of the quarter types. 45-39 ang ating score at the end of 2 periods. Ginebra has maintained the lead for most of this first half so far, but it was that way in game number 2 as well.
Jumping Japet. The athleticism of Japet Aguilar. Ibang klase talaga.
Kapiran! Pwede! Pwede umulstar to!
Magic bunot na naman. Itong si Prince is fit to be a king because they're definitely learning from what happened in the previous game.
San Miguel could win this. Junmar rolling! This is it! Oh! The tip from Marshall! Marshall does it and crossing the ball!
Oh my goodness.
And San Miguel, which has not led since the first quarter, will take a 2-0 series lead!
You look at the body language of Barangay Ginebra, you know, they gave it all.
This can be so deflating for Barangay Ginebra.
Chris Ross will go straight up. Dire-diretso, supal! Di ka Ginebra, what a time for Arwin to make his presence felt. Karina, good for Japan! What a play!
If you don't like this, you don't like PBA basketball.
Our score at the half, 45-39. Lamang ang Barangay Ginebra. It's only a 6-point lead, but they'll take it. Last game, they were up by 13 at the half. But they did lose it eventually. But right now, playing well, shooting well from the field. Itong Barangay Ginebra, 52% compared to 32%. And leading in several other departments as well.
Yeah, yung rebounding is big there, +7 there. Bench points, obviously, because of Jeremy Cruz, who had 10 points there in the first half of play. But the turnovers are hurting Barangay Ginebra. That's why there are a lot more attempts on the part of San Miguel. With their shooting, if they had cut this down to about 4, that would have meant 6 more shots. That's maybe 6 more points.
Baka lamang sila ng double digits na naman kung sakasakali. But San Miguel, as usual, keeping themselves within striking distance. Di nagpapaiwan masyado. Marshall leads the way with 10. Si Jerby naman ang katapat niya sa kabila. Tapos may Ross Pardo, kabagnog in support sa kabilang panig. Tenorio with 9. Japet and Joe Devance with 8 apiece. So that's how the scoring went in that first half. But again, we'll say it's San Miguel. Lucky to be down by just 6 despite only 32% shooting from the field. And wala pa naman pumuputok masyado aside from Marshall Lassiter in that short stretch bridging the second and third periods.
But this is the thing that San Miguel is noted for. They know how to come back from deficits. That's one thing you never want them to be. For them to be ahead because you might have a hard time coming. So you really have to try to keep on building on your lead,
Okay, ang third period natin, malapit na mag-umpisa. Hatid sa atin ang Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka. Ako po si Charlie Cunan. Sama ko si Dr. J, Andy Howe. Si Selena Dagdag naman. Marinig natin ang ulat niya maya-maya. Nandyan siya sa courtside. Ngayon, kausap niya si Assistant Coach Peter Martin. Nakikibalita sa mga San Miguel Beermen. On the floor for Ginebra, Thompson, Tenorio, Caperal, Aguilar, and diyan ba si Joe? Si Joe ba yung panlima?
Yeah, I think the same starting 5 for Ginebra. San Miguel ang nagpalit. Gumamit rin sila ng 3 bigs kasama na si Gabi Espinas.
To start the second half, that's a miss from 3-point land, LA Tenorio.
Yun ang adjustment ng San Miguel because natandaan mo in the first half, marami nasushoot si Caperal or si Joe sa ilalim, either from offensive rebound or just being open.
Immediately to Junmar at the post. Hook shot niya in and out, ha? But he gets it back once again. Ayan na naman yung offensive rebounds. They had in the first half 12 offensive rebounds. That's their 13th. And it results in a basket to cut it down to just 4.
They had more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds in the first half.
Tama.
They played
Tama
funny.
yun.
No?
12 offensive, 8 of 8 defensive lang noong first
Look at the way they trapped LA.
Caperal. Inside to Japet. Hirap na hirap. Caperal had to put it up. And he makes it anyway. Nothing but net. Swak na swak for the Prince.
Well, and that was a good shot because the shot clock was down to 2 seconds. So he had to throw it up rather than be caught with a 24-second shot clock violation. Tamang-tama yung bitaw.
He has 7 points in the game, and that is the lead. 7 points. Bitin ang tira ni Marshall Lafiter. Marshall better watch it sa mga ganyan, no?
Yeah,
Baka
3
mag-sports foul
na
siya.
Oh, yung mahilig kang magsusundot doon. That's open.
Pass went to Japet. Hesitation. Back to Joe Devance. 8 seconds to shoot for the Gin Kings. Balik kay Joe. Nabasa na ni Arwin yun. Masyadong hesitating itong pagpasa. Behind the back ni Arwin. Pero natamaan, nasa balpal ni Scottie Thompson. And the crowd in delight. Sapagkat, well, Arwin loves to play with the crowd. Noong game number 2, he was doing that, jeering with them.
Especially those people who were jeering him underneath the score and the basket of Ginebra. Tinitignan niya at saka nakikipagano.
Well, when he hit that 3, he really stared at them and smiled.
Nothing akin to ating kaibigan na si Belga. Oh! Ang daming dunks na nito si Aguilar in this ball game.
Apat na yata na yun. Ganda ng bounce pass going towards him. And he caught it in mid-stride. Easy dak-dak. Angat na naman sa Champ. Lamang ng Ginebra. Power move. Junmar Fajardo. You know, he has all that power to back down his defender. Pero yung tira niya, napaka-soft touch sa taas.
Well, you know, sometimes you may have to give up the foul, but you cannot let him back you down all the way to the basket. Then you want to try to stop him, you forget about it.
Caperal, siya naman ang susubok. Ginaya niya yung galaw ni Junmar Fajardo at yun din ang naging resulta. 2 points, 9 total for Prince Caperal.
Yeah, big start here in the third quarter for Caperal. They go back. There's the help from Scottie Thompson on the blind side.
Fajardo still looking for someone to pass to. Finally, Marshall nakatanggap. Arwin is free at the top of the key.
Titingin sa tao. Kumitingin na naman. Pero hindi siya pinapansin ng mga Ginebra fans.
Well, he lets his game answer.
Yeah.
Ganun si Arwin Santos eh.
Let my game do the talking. Balik ulit sila dito. Big man against a premier defender.
Offline ang hook shot ni Prince Caperal. Hit just the board. Pass ahead to Gabby Espina against the smaller Tenorio. Lost his footing, asking for a foul. Should have kept playing. Probably could have stolen that ball away. On the break. L.A. Tenorio is able to finish.
May foul pa.
Yun na nga.
Kasi naiwan si Gabby. He was looking for a foul. And maybe he had the right. Parang medyo may tama sa kanya ng konti. Pero walang pito. Di bumaba ka.
Here's that bounce pass a while ago. Smart's assist brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. Fourth personal, Marshall Lassiter. So we picked it up early. And, well, you know, we were talking about that a while ago. May report sa atin si Selena. Is this about Chris Ross, Selena?
Yes, Charlie and Doc J kanina nga napag-usapan yun that Chris Ross was pointing at his right eye heading into the locker rooms before halftime. And true enough, nang nakausap ko itong si Coach Peter, hindi na daw makakapaglaro itong si Chris Ross for the remainder of the game due to a right thigh strain. Hindi pa daw nila alam ang severity. Pero naniniwala itong si Coach Peter na he'll be sitting out just for today's game. Next game, makakabalik na daw siya, gentlemen.
All right, Selena. Well, that's news, no? Bad for San Miguel. Great news para sa Barangay Ginebra, especially for L.A. Tenorio, knowing that Chris Ross will no longer be able to hound him in this game.
Yeah, totoo yun. Malaking bagay yun. And sometimes there's so many injuries happening to players. We know what happened to Mark Pingris. We know what happened to Melton.
That's right.
Si Taha in the other games, medyo may injury. And there might be a
Semerad
warning.
as well. Semerad.
Yeah, Semerad, you know, is already in civilian. They need a guy like that. Big guy that can shoot from the outside and can defend.
Pinas has been warned for continuous complaining. Let's show you this Paymaya play. Brought to us by Paymaya, official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Download the Paymaya app.
I saw the dad of, on my way in, tinawag na ako ni Peter.
Peter Aguilar.
Yeah. Well, Peter and I go a long way because I did the Asian youth when he was a member of that team. No? Sila Hector yan and everything.
Free throw ni Japet. Brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. Hector Calma. Oo nga,
Yeah, marami.
nag-NCC rin yan si Peter eh.
Yes,
Umabot sa NCC yan.
Franz Pumarin, Jom Yuchito was a member of that team. Marami. The late Alfie Almario. Kasama niya today, however, is Paul Alvarez. Yun, tumawag sa akin.
Oh.
Paul! He played
Nandito
for
nga.
me.
Mr. Excitement is in the building. Marcio, umangat, tatlong nakaputi ang sumalubong sa kanya at isa sa kanila ay guilty para sa personal. Junmar looking at us and
Tried to help.
cracking some jokes. This guy is just really
Tried to ask for some help.
a funny fellow, itong big man na to. You know, plays, has a mean game, but really just great attitude and he'll smile at you.
You know, Junmar is a lovable big man. He's not like Sasha Pachula.
Pachulia.
Nobody likes him.
That's
Pagkalaban, ha?
Free throws ni Marcio, brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. Sasha Pachulia. Yung mga complaint ng tao dyan, eh, nananakit. Nananakit daw.
Tsaka nananadya.
Oh.
Axe tries to be clumsy and then does it on purpose. Open, 3-point shot.
Decides to bring it closer. Bitin ang kanyang tira. Fajardo the rebound. It's still with Marcio. And Leo off there. Sticking with Marcio Lassiter despite the 4 fouls. Pass goes to Espinas on the way up. Joe Devance grabbed his arm.
Let's see whose foul is it on.
30, Joe Devance. Pangalawang foul ni Joe Devance. You know, Gabby Espinas has had to battle back from injuries as well. Kita mo, balit na balit yung left knee niya. But this guy, one of the best low post players in the league in his prime. Dribblers, ito ang ating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball most valuable dribbler of the game. He wins 3,000 pesos. His name is John Patrick De Torres. So
Okay.
$3,000 richer tonight. Si John Patrick.
Well, just an 8-point lead despite all those great shots there by Barangay Ginebra and down to 7 right now with 7.5. Pero malaking bagay wala si Ross.
Oh.
And we don't know. Maybe the injury could be more than that. You know?
They're hoping it's only for this game. Pero ano yan? To be continued yung kwento niyan, di ba? Caperal. To Devant. Bumitaw ng 3. Bitin. Japet offensive. Gets to put it, drop it back in. Ito si Japet Aguilar. Just quicker on the jump.
And that's a good shot because you know your teammate is underneath the basket, ready to pounce for a rebound. Hindi mo pinilit yung 3-point shot. That's nasundot na naman ni Thompson.
And now,
Lassiter got out of the way.
alam mo si Scotty Thompson has made that like a trademark shot already. Finger roll talaga in the lane eh. Parang Francis Arnaiz, gano'n eh. Gusto sa lane. Although, mas palobo yung kay Arnaiz.
Yes. Oh, that's going to be a foul on Aguilar. And that will be the first personal foul. But slowly, tatlo natin foul dito na Barangay Ginebra.
Here's a play a while ago. Scotty going all the way for a fast break brought to us by United Auctioneers Inc., biggest auction company in the Philippines. ISO certified. Sa bidding ikaw ang bida, Kabagnot will inbound.
Hindi pa naglalaro dito si Horuela, no? Surprisingly,
Wala pa.
no?
He might be activated sapagkat wala nga si Chris Roth. Although Lanete kasi naglaro kanina,
Yeah.
siya yung unang backup guard na ginamit.
But Horuela has really also proven himself to San Miguel in this throughout the conference.
That's
It's not only one game or whatever. He's proven himself.
Nag-best player pa yan sa isang laro, di ba?
And he works well with Junmar. Everybody knows. Open 3-point shot.
Yan naman, a 12-point lead for Barangay Ginebra.
I mean, you know, sabi nga niya sa akin, two best two defenders. Sabi ko, then it's for you to adjust. You're such a great player. Are you gonna worry about that now?
Junmar, double is there.
There's Gatti. 3-second, pero it was either 3-second violation or Tenoria's foul.
And Gabby Espinas, hinakap. Ito si L.A. Tadore, tawanan na yung dalawa. Old friends, those two. There's a timeout called. Eksaktong 6 minutes ang natitira dito sa third period. Paymaya play yung tref na yan. Natin sa atin ng Paymaya, official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the Paymaya app. We'll be back.
Pareho naman ang kulay nila, white, red, you know. May konting black.
At parehong may San Miguel ang pangalan.
Important thing. Yeah,
Matt
that's
Ganuelas,
gonna be goaltending.
goaltender.
Pinalit ni Guanyela si Gabi Espinas, and we're gonna see Pesumal come in very shortly.
Probably for Marshall. Try to preserve Marshall.
4 fouls na yan, no?
Hindi pwede maglima yan dito sa third. Tagal pa, 5 minutes pa eh.
Saka he's gonna be impotent on defense. Atakin na atakin.
Joe goes to
Go.
jump it. Could have been a
Almost
travel.
He
Scotty
bubbled.
3!
Yeah, he bubbled there, so it was traveling. But it was quick, so hindi naka-react.
Ang lamang, 13. Ganuelas in the lane. Hooks it up and in. 2 straight baskets para kay Ganuelas roster mula nung pumasok siya.
Well, he's grown with San Miguel. He has learned to play offense with his team. No? Because obviously the freedom to score a little bit more, and then you have a Junmar that the other teams have to protect. Yung maganda sundot na ginawa ni Junmar. Not a good pass. Too direct and too soft.
Great anticipation mula kay Junmar Fajardo playing some defense on that play.
Libre.
Kabagnon. Bitin ang tira, 1 and done ang San Miguel Beer. Here come the white shirts. Tenorio.
Parang may second gear ito si LA here in the third quarter.
Now to Caperal. The weapon. Ang weapon na to eh. Didiskarte. Pinasok.
Traveling, yes, that's a good call.
That's right. Ano mo ginawa ni Irwin to? Tumatras.
Siya matras.
Style ni Irwin talaga.
You're banging me and banging me, so I let go and he slipped.
Let's check out the non-stop cheer. Nahatid sa atin ng Gulf Oil Power Track Motorcycle Oils. Makes your bike run like a super bike with highest power retention all the time.
Medyo mabilis rin itong third quarter. 4 minutes and 27 seconds na lamang.
Kabagnon.
Nag-switch dito. So
That's right. Alex takes the jumper from the side. You squished that one. Alex Gabagnot have to step it up. Wala si partner, Chris Ross.
Yes. And he knows that too. Matagal na rin niya sinesave yung sarili niya for a big game. And this could be a big one for him.
We're not even sure how recovered he is already mula doon sa plantar na sitis niya. Baka may nararamdaman pa siya. But he will go all out para sa kanyang koponan. These are the playoffs. It's time to shine. Bon Pesumal. Out to Cabagnon. Cabagnon susugod sa lane. Nawala sa kanyang bola. Umabot kay Pesumal. Can't get it to fall. And Tenorio will track down the rebound. Still a 9-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. 3:35 remaining. Jump it on the way up. And Santos beats him. And probably just going to be a regular foul.
Yeah.
Based on ang angle, kung saan tayo nakaupo.
And he went for the ball.
Oh.
He never got his head right.
So they're going to review it anyway.
It was just, I would say, more of an instinctive second nature call on the part of the referee.
Tsaka bumagsak si Japet, so pero tinan natin, no?
Siyempre, babagsak ka pag na-block ka.
We could be wrong though, Dr. J. Let's see.
More often than not, yung mga...
Iba yung perception natin eh.
Yeah.
Taking some time. So,
Tumagal pa.
oh, flagrant one on Arwin Santos. Okay. 3 minutes, kailangan mo po si Arwin Santos.
You can see some Miguel players are all laughing. I wonder what the call was made here. Even some of our guests here in front are laughing. I mean, this is a basketball game. The guy went for the ball.
It is the semis. It is the semis. So Billy Mama will be used. Matt Ganuelas roster having a conversation with us over here on the side, asking us what we thought, and we point at the referees. The referee said
But
F1.
it's not the referees. First of all, he made the call, but then it was what you would say certified by the people there on the table.
It doesn't matter. I mean, there really was a foul, and
the foul
Japet will shoot too.
The foul is not a question.
Yung sit down lang ng 3 minutes ang problema dito ng San Miguel Beer. Plus ball possession pa.
Plus ball possession. And he made both free throws. He's had a good game.
So the game will go on. It's an 11-point lead, Ginebra. 3:33. Natitira third period pa lang po tayo. Puro 3 yun.
11 na dito ang lamang ng Ginebra, which matches, not their biggest lead was 13.
Pabandang tira ni LA. Mali ang angulo. Saul Mercado, offensive rebound. Now it's Ginebra getting these offensive rebounds.
Well, you know, those are not the top. These are not the players of San Miguel that you like to see on the floor. You know, you're talking about their best players. You know, guys that know where the ball bounces.
Ito si Billy Mamaril na nakita ni Saul Mercado na, uy, bagong pasok to, mas mabilis ako rito.
And I will pass him right away. Tama naman yung ginawa niya. And humabol na rin dito sa team fouls ang San Miguel. They both have 14 fouls now. At palakas ang loob dito ng mga players ng Ginebra San Miguel, no? The Kings. Nakita na nila, hindi na bumalik si Chris Ross sa bench. So alam nila, malamang wala na ito.
Mercado knocks both of them down and he's got 6 points in the game, but more importantly for him, 13 points ang lamang ng kanyang koponan.
But they know nothing is safe when you're playing San Miguel.
Oh yeah, this happened before. It's even bigger last ball game.
That's a foul. That was a very late call. I mean, the guy's not going to get knocked down. Pero yan ang panlimang team foul na ngayon ng Barangay Ginebra and the first foul of Saul Mercado.
Timeout is called with 3:05 remaining. San Miguel Pira tumawag niyan. Lamang ang kalaban ng 13, 71-58. Parang sine ito eh. Tenorio, unchained, unshackled sa laban na ito. 15 points na para kay LA. Chris Ross has been ruled out of this second half. But even in the first half when Ross was there, Tenorio was already more aggressive on offense.
But he just couldn't score. He came back in the second quarter with some big shots. No? You know, I think he's also preserving himself. Kasi alam niya, medyo mabigat na laban na ito. You have to have something left at the end of this, the fourth quarter. Oh, nice pass.
Aliw!
Pass yun. Assist dapat yun. Dahil talagang malakas ang tira eh.
And Kabagnon took it with his right hand. Junmar there to clean it up. The lead is still 11, however. Joe Devance, binigay kay Mercado. Mercado din diskarte kontra Billy Mama. Bagsak si Billy. Dinabas kay Joe. That's a 3. Even if they hit a 3, Tim Cone not happy because he felt they fouled dapat si Billy Mama before that.
Yes, and that would have at least gotten San Miguel to the 15th foul. Yung 3-point shot, di naman sigurado yun. Pumasok nga lang.
14 ang lamang. 2:20 to go in the third. Fajardo splits the D.
And they are in penalty, so that remain free throw shots for Junmar.
But you know, San Miguel hasn't been able to make stops on the other side. Here's a smart move. Brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. Joe Devance, that's his second three-pointer in the game.
Ito na si Oruela. They need Oruela's energy and quickness against Saul Mercado.
Junmar so far split his free throws earlier.
Kukunti pa lang free throw si Junmar ngayong araw. Pangatlo pa lamang ngayon.
Lumiit ang lineup talaga. 3 smalls ang mangyayari rito. And the fourth guy is Matt Ganuelas Rosser. Fifth is this guy on the line. So they have Cabagnot, Pesomal, and Eruela in the game.
Well, sinabayan naman ng Ginebra yun. Inalis naman si Jody Vance. Pinasok si Jerby, who had a fantastic first half with 10 points. 50% shooting pa rin si Junmar sa free throw line, Charlie.
Another split, 13 ang lamang. Pag makashoot ang Ginebra rito, papantayan nila pinakamalaking lamang nila sa game number 2, which was 15. Or maybe 16. Makalagpasan pa nila kung makatrep ito. That's a miss from LA. Tenorio. Junmar, the easy rebound up to Matt Ganuelas, who can bring the ball. Hooks it over to Cabagnot. Set him up for 3. Too strong. The rebound. Stop by Japet to LA. Up ahead to Scotty. Scotty sees Cabagnot. Scotty will poke up. On the layup attempt, somebody hit him. I think it's MGR. I think.
It's Ganuelas. He got him on the back.
Panoorin natin itong tunay na lakas move. Hatid sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talong 13 pesos mo. Malakas na. Ang laki pa. Junmar Fajardo.
Junmar hasn't been replaced here. No? And they cannot afford to take him out. Even though it's only 1 minute and 39 of this quarter. Kasi malaki na lamang dito ng Ginebra.
It's a miss from Scotty from the line. You saw on your screen. You see on your screens pala. Bong Alvarez, Peter Aguilar.
Yeah, tinawag nga ako eh. They're seated at the back of the bench.
Peter and Paul.
Peter and Paul.
Oo, di ba?
And
Kasama.
where's Mary?
Yun na nga eh. Wala eh. Wala dyan eh. Ito si Alex Cabagnot. He'll lay it up and get it to go in the lane. Cabagnot, naka-scoring mode ngayon, Dr. J.
Yeah. Kumbaga saan ito eh, sa video game. Puro fire.
11 points na para kay Crunch Man. But it's still an 11-point deficit that they're staring at San Miguel Beer. Junmar, Japet wants to take on Junmar. Went to Jervy. Na ngayon, naka-Iskati. Bounce to the baseline kay Aguilar. He controlled it, but it was hit out by Eruela.
2 seconds on the shot.
So they have to go quickly.
Tatawag ba na 30-second timeout yun? Tumawag na yata.
Ginamit, no? Ano ba to? 30 lang naman. Sumenyas agad yung ating referee. And so Coach Tim wants to set something up. Trying to get a basket. There's only a minute and a second remaining here in the third period. Hasn't been a good quarter for the San Miguel Beermen.
Ordinarily, you would not preserve, you want to preserve your timeout.
Last ball game ito, Doko, yung pinag-uusapan natin, yung Japet Arwin matchup. Japet overall scored better, played better. But in the end, nanalo naman yung komponan ni Arwin and he was a big part of that comeback and the win.
Yeah.
Yun yung sinasabi natin, yung cheering with the fans, yung mga patres-tres, senyas ng tres, pangiti-ngiti. Laki ng diferensya, 28-11 ang scoring.
Yeah, so much in favor of Japet. Pero when it counted, Arwin made the big shots. And binabanggit ko ito because I think Team Con knows that if I can score here, it's going to be big for me. If not, he would not sacrifice using a 30-second timeout. Malayo ang labanan nila ulit.
Naku, hindi maka-inbound si Scotty. Finally goes out to Aguilar.
And you have to shoot. And he got that. So magandang timeout yun.
Well, he followed his shot and you're taught to do that when you shoot from the outside. If you feel it's short, sundan mo. Malamang babalik sa iyo yan. Yun sakto nangyari para kay Japet. So desired result was achieved para sa Barangay Ginebra. Ngayon, Cabagnot naman ang didiskarte. Bitin ang kanyang lefty layup. And now,
Pwedeng 2 for 1 pa nga dito ang Ginebra.
Tenorio knows it and takes it and can't make it. On the rebound, Eruela tracks it down. Eruela's ahead of the pack and he probably jams his hook.
Go!
Yes, sir. May leaping ability naman talaga. And umaaliup yan kahit sa international competition. Dok, alam natin na nakita natin.
So the 2 for 1 for LA was there and they accepted that. The only thing was the other team got an easy layup on the other end.
3 seconds ang pa-diferensya ng mga orasan. Mercado, pa-dribble. Now down to 5. Didiskarte na ito. Mercado goes right. Kicks to Japet. That's a 3 if it falls. And it does. Para kay Japet Aguilar. You know, they've been getting everything they wanted, Dr. J. Itong Ginebra. Cabagnot. Swak sa shot clock. Yung tira. At the end of 3 periods, 79 for Ginebra, 65 for San Miguel. San Miguel has to reach into its bag of tricks again in the fourth to try to fight back. We'll see. It was a 34-26 quarter in the third para sa Barangay Ginebra. That's why they're up by 14 right now, building up on that 6-point halftime lead. Junmar has been not as monstrous as in game number 2. And Ginebra has had a shot at a high percentage, Dr. J. Dahil pang dakdak nito si Japet Aguilar and a lot of guys helping out Tenorio with the breakout game in this series. So the desperate days, they're playing as if they're fighting for their lives, which is the way it should be.
Like you said, this is a survival game para sa kanila ito. But the turnovers have really hurt Barangay Ginebra. But sometimes being more aggressive makes you commit more turnovers. But the field goal percentage, 53-36.
Tumaas pa eh, 52 at the half, tumaas pa, Doc eh.
That means they're really shooting well. Now Santos is free from his penalty of 3 seconds, 3 minutes sitting on the bench. Back on the floor, match up against Jervy.
Fourth quarter natin, hatid sa atin ang Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka. Junmar in the lane, got hit on the head, on the shoulder, gets the basket. At may bonus free throw pa siyang ititira rito, and that's the way San Miguel wanted to start the fourth period.
Yeah, they wanted to go to their money man. And obviously they've tried to bring in all the players that they think can help him. Si Uruela is obviously for Cabagnot para nagpapahinga, pero si Pesumal nandyan. And again, 2 out of 5 found the free throw line. Ito si Junmar tonight.
12 ang lamang ng Ginebra. Chris Ross is on the bench. He was speaking to Eruela a while ago, or to Pesumal rather.
Bumalik siya.
Oh. Sol. You know, he's shooting well in this game. Hasn't taken too many attempts, pero pasok yung mga tira niya.
That's big. Sumagot ka agad doon sa easy play para kay Junmar Fajardo.
Marshall back in the game. He's got 4 personals.
That's not a good angle to make that kind of a pass, you know. They know how to defend that. They also have a weak side helper. You have to find a better angle to get that pass to Junmar.
Quick inbound to Lassiter. Sets his feet for 3. That rolled
That's
out.
a push by Aguilar on Junmar.
And Eruela actually got the offensive rebound anyway. It still would have been SMB ball. Pangatlo ni Japet yan. Well, Junmar's a little bit taller and a lot bigger, wider than Japet Aguilar. So hirap talaga siya when they're underneath the basket. Arwin being booed by the Ginebra fans. Their favorite player on San Miguel.
They always find somebody to boo.
Didiskarte si Arwin in the lane. Turn around. Jumper. Pasok! Swak na swak. And then he makes faces at the crowd once again.
Just playing.
Oh, he's a player.
Pero yan ang gustong-gusto ng crowd. Gaganunin mo kami, ha? Oops, that was hard.
Bagsak si LA. No call.
Yeah.
Dapat didiskarte. May baseline drive. Leaves it for Jerby. Could have been a travel. Jumper is up and in for Jerby. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang kanyang high percentage shooting in this game.
Nagwawala na San Miguel sa bench. 2 traveling violations that were clear that were not called. But Jerby will take that, and he's had a good game, so you can't blame him.
Von Pesumal gets the score. Wala yan. Junmar gets the rebound. Blocked it on the bounce. Kapikan ng bola. Sol Mercado huli. Nakahawak niyan. Ball will stay with San Miguel. 11 seconds. Nasa kanilang shot clock.
Somebody's got an inbound.
Here's the play a while ago kay Jerby. Paymaya play yan. Hatid sa atin ang official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the Paymaya app. Doc, may report tungkol sa SMBC Selena.
Yes, Charlie, Doc J. Although Chris Ross won't be playing for the remainder of the game, very vocal pa din siya sa huddle ng Beermen. After Coach Leo drew up a play for the team, the veterans, especially Ross, kept saying, keep playing, guys, keep playing. Dagdag niya not to be frustrated with the calls of the referees as their deficit is super doable at kayang-kaya daw habulan, gentlemen.
Well, we'll see. It stands at 14 right now. Japet just got his 4th personal. Arwin will drive. Wanted to kick it to Junmar. It finally gets to him. He misses the shot. Bakbakan sa rebound. Pesumal controls. Lassiter the drive. Pinasa kay Junmar. One up fake. Tama. Hindi pumasok ang tira. Free throws na naman for Junmar.
And that might be the 5th personal foul of Japet.
Yeah, Kevin Ferrer.
Oh, because Japet was certainly involved. And Junmar looking at us because he felt I was being hit all the time down there. But he's having problems with the free throw shot.
Well, these free throws are brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before.
Naka-adjust ang konti.
Took a little more time as well, Dr. J, dun sa tira na yun. Junmar Fajardo in this game. 17 points na kanyang naisa-score. I'm sure he has a bunch of rebounds also.
Minsan 17, sasabihin mo 17 lang.
17 lang. Oh, pag si Junmar, ganun eh. We've come to be accustomed to monster numbers.
Like 25, 26.
And 18 rebounds. Ganun eh. Always a chance for a 2020 game. Ito si Junmar Fajardo. Hit 2 in that trip. So 12 points na lang lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. 9:47 to go.
Good substitution here, getting Caparal to come in for Aguilar, who has 4 fouls. Got to preserve that.
Sol for 3. Too strong, that rebound.
And that's going to be a loose ball foul on Ferrer, I think. Ano? It's on
Si Pesumal
Yeah,
pa. Oh,
pushing
si Pesumal.
again. Yeah. Pesumal. Hindi makatalon si Ferrer. And Yancy De Ocampo may be sent in for Junmar.
Tenorio around that screen will go to the hoop and miss. Sarvin Santos pulls down the rebound. Siya na nagtawid. Ayan na naman yung boo ng crowd kay Arwin. On the way up, Fajardo looking for a foul call. It was not granted by the referee sa baseline, si Killing in. And yung usual sweeping move ni Fajardo that draws a foul from his defender, Doc. Di umubra. May timeout na tinawag ngayon. Sino ba?
San Miguel,
San Miguel
yata.
Beer calls a timeout. They're down by 12. 9 minutes and 16 remaining dito sa fourth period.
Okay. Pwede to run, pwede kick out.
Well, there's Coach Leo Austria. Kausap niya ang kanyang mga beermen. They're in a rut here. Nahirapan sila umiscore. Itong Barangay Ginebra naman, Jervy Cruz is providing scoring punch with 12 points in this game. Caperal has also scored 9. And Japet has good numbers. Tenorio as well. And they're shooting 53% from the field, at least until the end of that third period. So Barangay Ginebra has kept themselves comfortably ahead, Dr. J.
And I think they've used their men a lot better today. You know, the minutes have, they've tempered the minutes of their players. Except for LA, medyo nasagad-sagad konti yan. But he's an Iron Man in his own right.
Oo naman, doesn't miss games. Yancy Di Ocampo missed the short stab, but he kept it alive. Napunta kay Arwin, one fake, inilapit. Jumper, pasok na naman. Para kay Arwin, tingin both sides.
Magaling talaga.
Oo, eh.
That's all you can say about him. He really is good. Under pressure, he is good.
Natutuwa pa nga yata sa pag ginaganyan sa lalo eh.
Yeah. A rapper yun.
Singer rapper.
Oh,
Oh, that's
good
a block. Marshall Lassiter swatting the Jervy Cruz shot away at napunta pa sa panic ng San Miguel ang bola. And Tim Cone telling Jervy, keep fighting for that ball even if you're blocked.
Yeah, now, danger time na ito. 10 points na lamang ito. 8:41 to go.
Tira ni Arwin a while ago elicited the best cheer brought to us by Petron High Performance Fuel. Better engine protection, better mileage, and better power. Marshall on the drive. Fingaro gets it to go.
And here they come. The Beermen are within 8 and plenty of time to go in this ball game.
And the Ginebra crowd, the San Miguel crowd rather, chanting defense. They want some stops para makalapit pa lalo.
And Ginebra naman wants some offense. They got to make the right decisions. You're down to 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Mercado kicks it over to Ferrer, to Jervy, at the buzzer miss. Rebound, Arwin Santos standing up. Hindi ka lang tumalon para makuha yun.
Good pa. Baka nakaswerte pa sa kanya yung upo niyang 3 minutes. Press ko siya din. We can play a long innings in the fourth quarter.
Balik kay Yancy. Yancy will back down Joe Devan. Spin, hook shot, offline. Sa rebound, Kabagnot keeps it alive. Aruela, 3. Gets it to go! That is a 3 from Brian Aruela. The lead is cut down to just 5, Doc.
Yeah, here it is. Here it comes. And good timeout here by Coach Stinko. Very good timeout.
Para sa mga gusto sumali sa 2018 Batang PBA, may 8 to 11 category, tsaka 12 to 15. That's how to join. Look at the requirements. Deadline of submission, 5 p.m. on March 18. 19 ba yan? 18 or 19? 2018. That's Monday. So, submit kayo bago niyan. Makapaglaro yung anak niyo. Malay nyo, aabot sa PBA din yung mga yan eventually. Tapos maging all-star sila. Para maboto sila, maging all-star ito. In-venue voting mechanics. Andyan sa inyong mga screens. Vote for your favorite all-stars. See them at the 3 different all-star games that we're going to be having.
Now this is, like I said, dangerous moments now for Barangay Ginebra. This is where San Miguel puts on the pressure because they're 2 up.
Yeah,
They're
that's
2-0 right. So the pressure is not that much. Now, ito kailangan matuto silang sumagot. That's why this timeout was called.
And medyo intense yung timeout na yun.
A lot of talk, a lot of instructions.
They did not break the timeout early yung huddle nila, no?
At pinalik si Scotty Thompson dito, inalis ko, diba?
Foul inside, Kabagnot raises his hand acknowledging na
Foul
siya
niya.
nga.
Pangalawang team foul na San Miguel.
Here's a drive by Marshall a while ago, brought to us by United Auctioneers Inc., biggest auction company in the Philippines. ISO certified sa bidding. Ikaw ang bida. Sol Mercado, go for the Joe. And Marshall has to watch it. Tipped away. Yan na naman. Turnover and naging resulta. And you check on the coaches on the bench of Barangay Ginebra. All of them reacting,
Frustrated. Because
throwing up their arms, kicking.
yeah, very tight pass. Well, dangerous pass. So San Miguel is on a run here, no?
Under 7 minutes na lang, Doc, ang natitira sa ating laro. Eruela, who hit that 3 a while ago, will drive and kick to Cabagnot. That's a 3. Bitin. Nakuha ni Sol ang rebound. So Ginebra dodges a bullet on that play.
Actually, may tira na si Oruela but he's kicked out to a three-point shooter who was challenged.
Thompson lobs it over to Sol. Sol. Susana puntahan si Dimas, hindi nag-roll.
Who's going to make the big shots here now at this stage?
Down to 4. What's Scotty gonna do? Jerby decides to take it, have to take it. No go once again. And Yancy, the rebound, has held the fort without Junmar Fajardo in there. Itong si Yancy De Ocampo.
Yeah, nagpapahinga pa si Junmar at nakabalik sila.
Marshall goes to Yancy. 3 yan kung pumasok.
In and out.
Pasok na nga eh. Niluwa pa. Uy! Nasiko sa mukha. Si Alex Cabagnot. Menyas ng possible flagrant. Not too sure. Obviously inadvertent. Jerby.
He got the rebound, so when he came around, he swung the elbow at nandun ang mukha ni Cabagnot. So that was the signal. They will confirm or just say it's an offensive foul. Depende yan.
Oh, that's right. Nag-aantay tayo. Ni-review pa ng ating mga referees here by the table officials. Boom. Got it. And it happens. Well, doing what a rebounder should do is really flail those elbows and protect the ball. Pero
It so happened that his face was there.
nandun nga eh. Sinecheck ni Alex kung okay pa yung panga niya. F1 on Jerby Cruz, so he gets one. Arwin got one earlier, and Jerby Cruz got one now. Hard to argue dahil sa mukha tumama, Dr. J. 3 minutes sa uupo, so he'll only come back with only 3 minutes, about 3 minutes remaining in this game, if ever.
And he has missed his last 2 or 3 shots now. While he was so hot in the first quarter, it's been cold here.
But you know, yan ang benefit of having a guy like Prince Caperal who had that great experience in game number 2 na ipapasok mo, matangkad pa, could really help them. Selena was listening in once again sa Ginebra huddle. Anong narinig mo, Selena?
Yes, Charlie and Doc J. Sa huling huddle ni Coach Tim Cone, diniin niya sa kupunan niya that once the shot goes up, they can't just watch. They gotta get back and go for the rebounds. Paalala rin ni Coach Tim sa kanila, you gotta get organized on their offense. Their last words for the Ginebra Kings, let's get back to what we do. Doc J, Charlie.
Thanks a lot, Selena. Well, right now, it's that same situation almost. That's the last ball game. Down to 3, a one-possession game. Coming back from double digits down are the Beermen, but that's a miss from Cabagnot. He was looking for a foul as well. Aguilar made sure nakuha na yung defensive rebound.
I think it's a 9-0 run here, and LA has been brought back because they need somebody to make a shot right now or to make a nice play.
Eruela tight guarding kontra LA Tenorio. Hindi ka mawala sa kanyang bola. Ang kulit ni Eruela. Yun, nakatabik na naman. Down to 5. And Eruela really playing straight up defense. Caperal 3. Oh! And look at him run down. Ala Kobe Bryant. Oh, ngayon lang niya pinaba yung follow through niya eh. Ang layo na pinunta niya eh. He's becoming the darling.
That is a big shot.
He has 2 shots already from the 3-point range.
And that's in the penalty situation, so it's 2 free throws coming up for Junmar Fajardo.
Well, Caperal really have that touch.
Yeah.
May touch talaga. Hindi chamba yung gano'n eh.
Nakita natin siya sa Phoenix, you know, and before that I think.
Global.
Yeah.
12 points already, dalawang tres, and shooting pretty well, almost 50% from the field.
Galing ito sa Kia, di ba? Tapos nalagay sa free agent. The next day, never got it.
Pinulot agad, pinulot agad. Nakaramdam nila. I guess they felt the loss rin na nawala si Dave Marcelo sa kanilang rotation.
Continues to struggle from the free throw line ito si Junmar, but he has 19 in the ball game now.
Well, that was such a big shot mula kay Prince Caperal. You know, it was down to a one-possession game. But now, dito ba?
You have to hold the ball hard because the banging is being allowed. Ooh, what a nice basket.
Sailing in the air, ha?
Yeah.
Parang lumutang nga ito si Japet Aguilar. 23 points na para kay number 25.
Big answer there by Barangay Ginebra. They've established a 7-point lead once again.
Eruela di makapasok sa lane. Joe Devance, the resistance. So Eruela can take a three. This one rolls out. And of course, Scotty Thompson once again, the rebound. And di na naman siya na-box out. Diretso sa basket. And just like that.
Sagot naman yung isa ng their run of their own. Obligado naman mag-timeout dito si Coach Leo Austria.
Siyam na lamang ng Barangay Ginebra. 4 minutes and 38 remaining. And the first chance of Ginebra here inside the Mall of Asia Arena.
30-second timeout lang ito. So, nag-reserve ng full timeout ito si Coach
Ano,
Leo.
full na ba? They convert it to a full? We'll take a break. We'll be back. Well, the lead was down to 3. Now it's back up to 9. Here's Scotty Thompson on the break. Paymaya play. Atid sa atin ng Paymaya, the official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Get the Paymaya app.
Tignan mo the way they guard your mga father.
Eruela 3. Still can't get it to go. Ball is on the floor. Kanino tumama? Kay Eruela. Referee Tangkion very certain it was going Ginebra's way.
Well, Orwella, he knows he has to take a shot, but he's taking too many hurried three-point shots instead of trying to get to the basket. Open na open siya parati sa weak side. He has the whole lane to drive in.
So binalik si Canuelas roster para palitan si Eruela. A little more size.
And Ganielas is defending L.A. Tenorio.
Now it's with Joe. Marshall Lassiter, smaller man on him. And he'll bump into Marshall. He got 2 fouls from Marshall in that first half. Takes the shot. It's short. Marshall will track it down. Nandun ang depensa ng Barangay Ginebra. Marshall to Junmar. Junmar. One fake. Basket para kay Junmar. Pito pa rin lamang ng Ginebra. 3:45 in the game, in regulation. Marshall Lassiter gets his fifth personal foul. That's the 5th on Marshall. They might attack him again. Capiral not looking to shoot. Out to Tenorio, down to 5 on the shot clock. Bumitaw ng press. Bitin sa rebound, bakbakan. Canuelas taps it to the wrong guy because Ginebra recovers. Down to 6, Tenorio. Out to Scotty. Too strong on the 3.
Matagal pa ito, ha? A little over 3 minutes.
Arwin with a dunk from the right. Gets fouled in mid-air.
And he stuck out his knee too, ha? Kaya nga bagsak si Caperal dun. He knew Caperal was coming to defend against him. Caperal is hurt.
Oh, he's writhing in pain. Right under the San Miguel basket. Well, mid-air collision yun. That's what happens when big 6'4", 6'5" guys clash in the air. And he got the wind knocked out of him because si Prince Caperal got hit in the bread basket. 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. Bit of a lull as they allow Prince Caperal.
Nakita ko sa salubungin talaga ni Caperal. He was going to defend against him. And Arwin was obviously trying to protect himself too.
Arwin really nakikipaglaro sa mga Ginebra fans. Binubuo siya eh. Parang nilalasap niya eh. Diba?
I think what they were saying,
Pumikit pa eh.
yeah, what can I do? You know? What am I supposed to do?
Either that or keep it coming. Hindi natin alam. Tanong natin mamaya. Free throw ni Arwin. Hatid sa atin ng Smart. Be there like never before. Yan yung free throw ni Arwin na hindi nagbe-bend ng legs. Sasabihin ng mga coach, mga bata, mali yan.
Siya lang talagang malakas ang wrist. And the San Miguel fans are lapping it up naman on the other end. Gusto nila ginagawa ni Arwin.
Dalawang free throw pasok, mabasa 5. Lamang ng Ginebra, 3:02 ang natitira.
Anybody's ball game.
That's right. Well, really great matchup itong dalawang koponan na ito from last game into this game. Scotty. Down to 6. Kailangan dumiskarte na. Inabas kay Caperal. Hindi niya makuha this time. Manuela Crawford had the inside track. And yes,
last
Scotty
touch.
Thompson tipped it out over him. They will
But
not be able to review it. Oh, pinalitan.
no, it was another referee came into the picture to tell him. Actually, Tangonan came in to tell Gruta that what he saw was the tap by San Miguel.
Si Caruelas. So ngayon, nasa Ginebra, another chance. Fresh 14 yun para sa kanila. Ngayon, it's LA. Go baseline. Bounces over. Gets to Thompson. Balik kay LA. 3 to shoot. What's LA gonna do? No choice. The lob to Japet! Hindi na pasok. But Japet gets it back. Another opportunity. Ayaw talaga. Ayaw talaga sa play na yon. Si Marcio naman ang mag-stop it back. No go. Junmar, offensive rebound. Clobbered on the way up. Dalawa ang nakahawak sa kanya.
I mean, that shot of LA was big. That would have given them an 8-point lead. But now you have it on the other end. And Junmar trying to improve on his free throws here because it's just a 2-possession game. Six out of 10 now.
Mataas na yung porsyento niya kahit paano.
Well, it started somewhere at 50%. Now it's been climbing. Went to 55% and now 60.
So there was a run by San Miguel. They brought it down to 3. Ginebra went on a run. Binalik sa double digits.
Sa 9.
Sa 9 pala. Sa 9, that's right. And then now it's down to 3 once again.
And plenty of time. Now we're going to go to the last 2 minutes of the game.
Dito na nga. Last 2 minutes na nga ito. Atid sa atin ang Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo ang 13 pesos off. Inside to Joe. Follow-up. Slabajama mula kay Japet Aguilar. Off the Joe Devance miss. And,
Ang ganda ng ginawa ni Junmar. He was able to make Joe miss. But nobody can box out Japet.
Yun na nga.
Pag tumulong si Junmar.
so, Japet anticipated. Mag-mimintis yun. Kabagton. Layup bitin. Rebound play. Bakbakan. White shirt. Ang huli nakatapik. Oy!
That's a good call. It's a call already for San Miguel, but it will be
Hindi pala.
reviewed.
Kala ko tumuro going Ginebra way. But
It will be
tumuro pala
reviewed.
sa monitor. Si referee kidding ngayon. I-review natin, sabi niya.
because we're under the last 2 minutes. But I think that's very clear that that ball may have been tapped out by the white shirt.
Mukhang si Scotty nga trying to go for the rebound. What effort Scotty Thompson really has sa mga rebound play na yan. Kaya nga katakatakan na naka-offensive tip in si Marcio Lapiter in that last game. Scotty Thompson, naunahan niya doon. Diba? Normally, no one gets to the ball more quickly than Scotty Thompson.
Saka hindi lang isang beses. 2 beses pa ginawa ni Lassiter yun. But since they're doing it a long time here, is there any doubt? Now, of course, it has to be a very, very
Conclusive going the other
exact,
way.
conclusive evidence that they can change it. No? Because he made the call for San Miguel already. There's Junmar. Parang kamay ni Thompson yun. That's the way I look at it because we're very near to that area.
Tama. Baka hindi kasi alam ng mga nanonood. Lapit namin nga ni Dr. J
On this side,
sa
actually,
basket ng San Miguel. That's where we are situated dito sa Mall of Asia Arena. Talagang pinag-aaralan ng masinsinan ni Kilingen, and he says the ball stays with the red shirts. Only a minute and 31 to go.
tama yung gagawin ni Coach Leo. He needs to score here. He will call a timeout.
Kami ang pinaghandaan talaga namin si Paul Lac. Starting his career in the PBA, 5 taon mo siyang you coach him and you nurture him. The time comes where you have to find a way to stop him.
Volley has looked like a lethal weapon here in the fourth quarter. Magnolia hot shots, Pamban Sakman with an emphatic victory. What a performance by Magnolia.
Muli nga yung tanong, sino makakalamang sa Game 3? Bukas po yan sa Smart Araneta Coliseum, 7 p.m. and Lex against Magnolia. What a series that has been so far after 2 games. There were some Injuries, of course, na natamo itong Magnolia squad, yet they came back to win convincingly just last night.
I think they just played better with a lot more intensity, and I thought that siguro yung NLEX parang dikit-dikit ang panalo. You know, they had their bad day yesterday.
Yeah, masarap panoorin yan bukas sigurado.
This is
But
a
right
very
now,
important play.
anticipated by LA Tenorio.
You know, he never knows that if he can make a stop and get the defensive rebound, they have a good chance at winning this game. If not, it's still up for grabs. That's why that timeout was called by Coach Leo. And he put in Pesumal. Oh, that's not a good pass.
And they get it. Ginebra does. Tenorio lofted, but Pesumal tapped it out. Initial call said Ginebra ball, pero i-review na naman nila yan. And they were really forcing it into Junmar Fajardo.
But not that way. The first one was actually good. It was only stopped by LA Tenorio kaya outside yun. But the second one, masyadong masikip. And not high enough actually. But anyway, this is an important review because Pesumal did put the pressure there on LA Tenorio and he's claiming that he's sure that it's their ball. No? But we'll see.
Ginebra ball.
Ginebra ball.
Sabi ng referee.
Now, Ganielas Roser is coming back in. Alisin si Pesumal. Ta-time out naman dito si Coach Tim. Teka muna, parati na lang kayo dyan. Maagawan nyo pa ako, hindi ako maka-inbound dito.
Yun na nga eh. Learning from that last game. 1 minute and 26 remaining. So timeout is called by Barangay Ginebra. So we will take a short break. So Barangay Ginebra humihirit. Last ball game, gumitin lang. Pero makakaisa ba sila ngayon? They're in a good position right now. But SMB wants to go up 3-0. Their time, 1 minute and 26 in the game. 5-point lead para sa Barangay Ginebra at ang possession kanila pa.
Yeah, so obviously a very important offensive possession for the Gene. Because you know San Miguel can blow you down 2 possessions. 2-possession game. They can get that easily. 3-possession game, a little bit harder. And remember, San Miguel has played without Chris Ross here in the whole second half of play.
Correct. May thigh injury siya. And pag-aaralan nila kung makabalik siya sa next game. Okay, Devance is able to receive the inbounds.
May foul to keep pa dito ang San Miguel. But of course, it doesn't help them now. Because LA is gonna milk this clock. Try to get a good shot for his teammates.
Caperal.
Naipit na naman si Caperal.
Thompson with 2 to shoot. Can't get it to go. And Fajardo grabbed the rebound. We're approaching 1 minute left. Exacto right now sa laban na ito.
Again.
Kabagnot to Junmar. Steal attack. Had to go out to Kabagnot. It's a 3. Bitin. Tenorio the rebound.
Now he knows it's more important to hold the ball than to make a shot. Because now, 2 possessions yan. If I use the whole 24, I leave you maybe with 1 whole possession lang.
Tenorio. To the basket. He gets it to go. At meron pang foul na tinawag doon.
Yeah, he had a good second half of play.
And Marcio graduates from this game. That was his 6th personal. So, aside from the fact na nakashoot na si Tenorio, nakuha pa niya yung pang-anim na foul ni Lassiter. So, double edge there. And the lead has gone up to 8, 95-87. They've been answering the call here, not crumbling katulad noong game number 2, Dr. J. At meron silang panabla, meron silang...
Well, they're looking for their first win, and maybe they can go and use that as a springboard, no, for future games. Now, the important thing there is you have to make a stop here. No? And, you know, like I said, we're not sure if Chris Ross can play the next game. So that should be something big also.
Well, back-to-back good games, especially offensively para kay Prince Caperal. Not quite the same as last time, pero doing enough to keep the defenses honest. And hitting a crucial shot, yung tref na yun, malaking tira yun para sa Barangay Ginebra.
Well, yes, that's true. And I think the most important thing na nagawa nila is I think they have defended Fajardo pretty well.
That's right.
Okay, and now they continue to get the points from their big players. You have Aguilar, you have Caperal, and today Jeremy Cruz also is in double figures. So from their big men, nakakuha ka ng puntos. But remember, last game, wala si L.A. Tenorio. Today, he's something else
That's
again.
right. So difference maker din talaga siya.
He's always been a difference maker
That's
for
right.
for this
Well, we
team.
always talk about him as the barometer para
Yes.
sa Barangay Ginebra. Ilang beses natin binabanggit yan.
Yeah. When he plays well and he scores well, they almost always win.
Correct.
But ang problema niya today, he usually is a guy that starts very well in the first quarter. Zero ito nung first quarter. Sa second quarter, pumutok ito. But still,
Late starter, ha?
game is not yet over, you know. Pero wala na yung big time three-point shooter nilang isa.
That's right. Marshall after has graduated, but Pesomal might be the guy. Let's see. Trying to get free.
Hindi siya pa iiwanan ni Sol Mercado.
Arwin 3, too strong. Talbog sa support.
And that might be it. 19.3 seconds left. Barangay Ginebra will stay alive in this series, make it 2-1. Still advantage for San Miguel, pero you don't know the injuries. Baka maging big difference yan. So ito na, wala nang shooting.
Di na,
Well, si LA medyo ano rin yan, sport na player yan.
they're not gonna foul.
Tama naman yun.
Ginebra.
There is no need for anything else but the shake hands at the middle.
Ginebra able to get victory number 1 in this best of 7. We have a series.
And they'll go to game 5 at least.
That's right. And Ginebra only managed 16 points in the fourth period, but hey, they'll take it. Diba? 8-point victory para sa Barangay Ginebra. Tunay na lakas move itong pinakikita namin sa inyo. Hatid sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink.
This was
Walang
a
talo,
clincher.
13 pesos mo.
This was a clincher. Yun ang parang insurance. Kumbaga sa inyo, good company yung napili mong insurance.
Yan. Diba? Matatag, matatag. 95-87, that's our final score. 5-7. And yun na nga, SMB leads the series still, but it's down to just a 2-1 edge. Ang ating Magnolia Pambansang Manok best player of the game, IC.
Well, Japet Aguilar, great game, 2 out. Pero you can't take away LA also. So,
That's right.
yun naman problema ito that we talk to 2 players.
That's right.
Guys that really carried their
So,
team
you
here.
know, let's throw it back to the 80s. Let's call it a Matt and Jeff combination. Diba? Tenorio, Japet, doing it for Barangay Ginebra. May tulong rin siyempre from Scotty and the rest of those guys. Selena now, is at courtside. Kasama niya ang mga best player natin.
Yes, gentlemen, kasama ko ngayon ang ating Magnolia Pambansang Manok players of the game, Japet Aguilar and L.A. Tenorio. Congratulations sa inyong dalawa. Japet, uunahin na kita. No? Last game, you guys were also leading by double digits. Unfortunately, you weren't able to close out the game well. Ibang storya ngayong gabing ito. What was the difference maker?
I think towards the end, we made some key stops. And then, yun, yung hustle lang namin sa boards. Nakapulot kami ng mga offensive rebounds towards the end. And then yun, it was a grind-out game.
All right, great win for you guys, Japet, but I know that you're a student of the game. So ano pa bang mga aral na nais mong dalhin sa Game 4 of this Best of 7 series?
We just wanna keep improving. As the series goes on, gusto namin mag-improve kami, make the necessary adjustment, and keep fighting hard.
Alright, Japet, meron ka bang mga gustong batiin at saka pasalamatan?
I just wanna condolence sa family Cabrera, and binabati ko yung family ko, mama at papa ko, girlfriend ko, kapatid ko, lahat ng mga tao sa Sasmuan, Maya Pabengi po, Kekongan. And sa lahat ng fans ng Ginebra, maraming salamat sa support na yun. Thank you.
All right, our deepest sympathies with you, Japet, and congratulations once again. Maraming salamat. Ikaw naman, LA, nako, congratulations rin. Napakaganda na naman ang performance na nakita namin from you tonight. LA, I have to ask you, gaano kahalaga ba ang unang panalo nyo sa Best of 7 series na ito?
Napakalaking bagay nito, no? Kasi we cannot be down 0-3 against the best team in the PBA, diba? Which is San Miguel. So, napakalaking bagay sa amin ito. And we just really doing it one game at a time. We're not looking forward. We're just playing the game, every game. So this game is finished, and then we focus on the next game already. We're not looking forward to game 5 and 6 and 7. Basta every game we have to play our game. Yun yung importante sa amin, especially against San Miguel.
Alright, so pag-usapan natin ang naging laban ngayon, LA. Ano ba yung mga areas ng performance nyo na nakita mong, uy, maganda tong i-sustain?
Siguro, yung being aggressive namin the whole game. Yun yung importante sa amin. We cannot be passive against this team, and we really have to contain their shooters and Junmar. It's really hard. I mean, hindi madali. With Junmar and all the players, even their bench players are really contributing. So that's why they're the best team in the PBA. So napakalaking bagay sa amin ito. But again, we just have to play our game. Yung defense namin, masustain lang namin for 48 minutes. So I think we'll be okay. So we have to bring our A game every game. We have to bring our 110% during the game. So, yun.
Right, clearly you have thousands of Ginebra fans rooting for you. LA, mga gusto ka bang pasalamatan at saka batiin?
Binabati ko muna yung family ko, my boys, Santi, C, and Lucas, and my wife. Sa lahat ng mga taga-Nasugbu, Batangas, sa mami ko, belated happy birthday. And sa lahat ng mga fans ng Barangay Ginebra, we need you every game. Kayo po ang kailangan namin every game, especially now that we're down. Sana every game nandito kayo, sumuporta sa amin kahit saan ang game. Alam namin mahirap pumunta sa mga games, pero sana magkita-kita tayo sa mga games. We'll do our best to beat the best team in the PBA, which is San Miguel. Basta nandiyan kayo. Thank you, sir.
Right, thank you, LA, and congratulations once again. That is all for now. I'll turn you right back over to our winning coaches press conference.
I'm babbling. Anybody want to ask me a question so I can organize? Yeah, well, we knew he was good, and because we can see him every day in practice. But it was, it's all about understanding what we do and how we do it and why we do it, and it takes everybody coming into our team a little bit of time to figure all that out. And he's got an actual very high basketball IQ also. Not Junmar's, but it's high as well. And he's using that, He's really listening to what we ask him to do, and he's executing it to perfection. So, like I said, first game was a revelation because of his ability to shoot the ball and pull Junmar away from the basket. But tonight, I thought he was another revelation that he just stuck his nose into the defensive side and did his work. Shot wasn't falling as much, but he made it up on the defensive side. So yeah, very special 2 games for him, and he's going to continue to be key through this series as long as Greg is out. And before you ask me, I don't know when Greg is going to be back. We're working on him every day. We got trainers at his house. We're doing, basically he's doing 24-hour therapy, trying to get back in, but nothing's working so far. He's still got swelling and pain in the foot, so it's different for, like I said earlier in the week, it's different for 7-footers and 7 feet, 280-pound guys than it is for, like me, 5'10", 180, and that's generous. I'm not really 180, but but it's a lot different for him and us because there's just so much weight that goes onto that ligament, and it's just really harder to heal than it is for smaller guys. So we have to keep that in account, and we also want to keep his long-term health in mind. So it's a lot of factors that go into whether he can play or not. And as of now, he can't play. So we'll see again tomorrow, and we'll see again on Thursday. It's really day-to-day at this point.
Coach, Dr. J, hindi na inantay ni Tim Ko na tanungin sa kanya. Kumakabalik si Greg Slaughter. Di pa raw niya alam, sabi niya. So we'll see. But in this game, he was praising Prince Caperal for his great performance. Early on, of course, Japet, he was one of our best players. Started out strong. He was aggressive towards the basket. And I think he and Caperal really set the tone para sa kanilang koponan.
Yeah, I think the big men really did their job. You talk about Jacket, you talk about Prince Caperal, and you talk about Jordi Cruz. They really got them on the right track. But it's the same story in game 2. They won every quarter in this ball game except the fourth quarter.
That's right. 19-15 ang score natin after the first 12 minutes. Pagpasok sa second period, well, it was more of the same. There were guys who were hitting. That's when Jeremy came alive.
Yeah,
Quarter number 2, Sol Mercado, tumulong rin dyan. And then LA Tenorio as well. Kasi first quarter, as you said, di masyadong
siya.
okay. Second quarter, dun siya bumanat. Although Marshall Lassiter did also start very well sa larong ito.
Again, Marshall Lassiter beginning to always get into foul trouble. To something that he must watch because they need him very badly. Not only his offense, pati in defense niya.
Yun lamang umakyat sa 6 at the half. In the third period, it even went up to as many as 14 para sa Barangay Ginebra.
Dito lumaki talaga dahil wala na si Ross. And Barangay Ginebra just showed their heart by pouring it on offensively.
There was that pass off the glass mula kay Alex Cabunot. I doubt if they're gonna credit that as an assist. Mas na-50 natin, but it looked that way. But yun na nga, crashing the board as well. The effort was really there para sa Barangay Ginebra at the end of 3 quarters, 79 or 14 na eh. So they had that cushion ng fourth period. Kahit bumitin ng konti, nag-run ng bagya itong San Miguel Beer. There were big shots katulad niya na pinasok rin ng Barangay Ginebra.
There are 3 big shots. That one of Caperal, this follow-up of Japet Aguilar, and the finishing touch of LA Tenorio and one.
Yun na nga yun. That's exactly what you have on your screens, and that much pretty much sealed the deal. And that's why we had no choice but to pick these 2 guys as best players. But there were supporting players nga, katulad ni Caperal, Jervy Cruz. And Joe DB also, yung presence niya was felt because of his passing and those 3-point shots that he hit as well. These are the numbers sa laban na ito.
Well, Joe did hit 2 3-point shots in this ball game, and he never had +3. Something that is probably a luxury for them against San Miguel. And their field goal percentage +13%, malaki yan. And they out-rebounded San Miguel by 6. But they had more turnovers. Pero ganun rin na nakuha lang ng puntos ng parehong team. Parehong 8 points lang off turnovers.
San Miguel took care of the ball. They just couldn't shoot eh. Kasi yung laro talaga nila, 30+% lang sila throughout the entire ball game. Junmar led the way with 23. Marcio, Alex, and Arwin had double digits. Japet naman ng 25, Tenorio 18. And there are the 2 guys we talked about, Caperal and Cruz, with a dozen points apiece. For Barangay Ginebra, Coach Tim Cone, his team gets 1 victory in this best of 7. Now at 2-1. Itong kabila naman 1-1 ang score dyan. Bukas ang laro, game number 3 to break that tie. Paul Lee and the other guys, Kiefer Avena and these guys will go at it tomorrow at the Smart Arena Coliseum 7 p.m. The question is, will Chris Ross play in the next game? We don't know. We'll find out. So watch it here on ESPN 5. So sa ngalan lahat ng ating kasama dito, sila Arvin, Mike, si Macy, Joanne, si Roy, Dr. J, si Selena Dagdag at ang lahat ng mga kasama natin dito sa ESPN 5. Charlie Guna saying thank you for watching the PBA here on ESPN 5.